Hey everybody, this is Anthea West from dustbunny-studios. I'm doing a very special video today where you can actually see what I look like. I know, cry in despair. I'm in Galway at the moment. I'm at Con, which is a lovely convention that has been going on for years. Normally I sell at it in the Artist Alley, but this weekend I'm actually free, so I've decided to make a special video where I interview all the Artist Alley artists and ask them questions and ask them advice for all you people who are interested in doing Artist Alley in the future yourselves. So come along with me and we're going to enjoy yourselves at this lovely convention. So we're here in the actual convention. So this is one of my first artists that I'm going to be speaking to. So introduce yourself there.
Hi, I'm Prince Tamago, also known as Sarah. I'm based in Limerick.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing conventions and stuff yourself?
I think I started off at the end of first year in college, so I think that was about probably 5 years ago now. Yeah. And it started off with like a really small local con that I used to go to as a kid, and eventually I saw people selling art and I was like, I'm pretty sure I can absolutely do that myself. So it started off with really humble things like I literally would make drawings, print it out on a home printer and laminate it, and I thought I was the smartest person ever. I was like, I'm saving so much money.
Did the same thing,
yeah.
Did the absolute same thing.
And I had no setup, no things that heighten it. I just laid it all on the table like a little cellar, you know. But
I think we all start that way, all those humble beginnings.
Yeah, because like at the time I think Twitter wasn't that popular, or like around that time people would be on it, but they wouldn't share like their setups as much. But I think with most recently people show their setups, they're probably the most successful way. And
it's so handy. Yeah,
absolutely. Like I think getting to the art sites now, it's very easy because you can see a lot of inspiration. Because if you started nearly 5 years ago or a decade ago, a lot of it is like you figuring it out and you making mistakes and learning.
Yeah, I started a decade ago, 2010.
Wow.
So there was a lot of early bird stuff, a lot of just a table, prints on there. Yeah. You know, no one really knew where to get stuff printed, and it's just there wasn't really much of a hive mind of sharing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great there is now.
Yeah, like I know, like there's like Discords. Like I remember I was like invited to a Discord that's like it's just Europe. It's like a load of European artists, and they'll go like, oh, I got this display unit on Amazon. It's on sale. This is this. Like it's nice getting into a circle of people that are more than willing to share information. I know some people can kind of be weird about that, and that's totally fine as well. But like years ago, it's kind of like I got whatever I could at home base because that's all they have. But now you can just get things off the internet. Like because I got that at home base. It's only because I was there to look for like a suitcase, and I was like, I think that's what Artist Alley people use. So I've been using it ever since now. So like it ain't broke, you know.
If it ain't broke, use it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I have a particular question for you. Everyone's getting different questions, but this question is: what is your favorite type of customer?
I find that the majority of people who come to my table, they're mostly either very fashionable girls. Because I find that I sell a lot of badges, and a lot of the badges are kind of stylish characters. So it's a lot of eat about stuff and kind of charms. So I think nothing's better when a group of really colorful girls, or even I get a lot of gay guys as well. Nice. But like a lot of them like lose their mind of seeing like a particular character, or even recently I started making like kind of couple badges and stuff. So it was very cute when oh my god,
that's just such a good idea.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh my god, my partner loves this person, I'm gonna get it for them. So it warms my heart when they were like, I'm getting this one because I usually cosplay that character and my partner defines that character. So I'm like, I feel like I'm building up the romance, so that makes me happy.
So I've heard from the grapevine that this is your first convention.
This is my first convention, selling and even attending. I was a lot of stress because I was only invited to come here a couple days ago, so it's just kind of like, what am I going to do? That's why everything's a little bit kind of disheveled here, but I think everything's going well so far.
So how has the experience been for you so far to have people, because I know you sell a lot of your stuff online, how does the experience differ from selling stuff online to selling stuff face-to-face to people?
Well, I really enjoy talking to people. Online is, fine, you kind of set it and forget it. You get your orders and you fill them. But I really like connecting with people one-on-one. I can be quite shy, so it can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes, especially when I feel a little bit awkward. But I really like to push myself to meet people, chat, get to know my actual people who are interested in my things.
And everything on your table is original art. Mostly at a convention in art style, you see mainly fan art or a mix of fan art with original art, but all your stuff here has been original pins and stickers. So how do you feel that's been going for you so far?
I'd say so far so good. I mean, I can't compare it to anything, of course. I don't have any fan art to compare it to, but I'm very pleased so far. I think that birds are kind of, generic and pretty enough that they would do fine on their own. It's not like I'm selling my own characters, which would be a little bit more challenging. But so far so good.
That's great. So how has selling like this helped with your confidence in your art?
I mean, every sale really helps my confidence, but as I said before, seeing the people, chatting with them, that also is a huge boost because, even the people that don't buy, they come up and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I mean, like, this color, they might be interested in stickers, and it really makes me happy that I'm doing this. It makes me feel happy that I'm making other people happy, that I'm bringing kind of pretty cute little things into people's lives, so it just makes me really happy to be able to do this.
Hi guys, it's O Kane here, and I do my own illustrations and things that then show them at different conventions. I also take commission work online and just do lots of cool fancy drawings all the time and paintings and things. I've been doing conventions now for the past 4 to 5 years now. I think this is the 5th year now, and it's an amazing way to have fun. Like, I really have a great time just to get and see familiar faces and then meet loads of people that are fans of the same show as well. So yeah, it's really good. I'm on Instagram and Twitter as KDOK90 and Katch Kane too, because someone else got the first one. So yeah.
So throughout your years doing conventions, what has been either the nicest thing someone's ever said to you during a convention, or the nicest event that's happened to you during a convention?
Nicest event, I'd say. There's a really great community of artists, and one of the nicest things that ever happened was that we were all sitting doing Artist Alley and just getting all set up, and one of the artists' mothers came in and she'd made a packed lunch for every individual artist, and it was so sweet. She packed us, and she'd even came by the day before to check if there's any allergens any of us had and anything we didn't like, and she just came in and just sorted us all out.
It was Haley's mom, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Haley's mom. So nice, and she did that. It wasn't just the one time; it was more than once and stuff. So that's what I love about it. It's this amazing community of people looking after you, and just really lovely gestures like that all the time. So yeah, very special time.
So you definitely recommend when you're doing, if you want to get into doing conventions, definitely get to know the people you're doing it with.
Of course, yeah.
Like peers and not competition.
Exactly, yeah. No, it's all a massive community of just people willing to help you out, and like even if you haven't tried it before, you can go chat to each of the artists at Artist Alley, and they'll be more than happy to help you out and help you get sorted and point you in the right direction of where to go as well. So actually, you can come to me and I'll help you out. No problem.
Hey there. I'm a CJ, or my @ is Cigardoesart on Twitter, Instagram, and Etsy. And this is I'm going into my 2nd year now of doing conventions, and I've been drawing for a fairly long time and kind of selling online, but in the last year I decided to try table again, selling in person as well. And I've been liking the scene here in Ireland so far, and I hope that it continues to grow and all that good stuff.
You have like a very particular, unique style that I don't really see around anywhere, especially how you draw your figures. It don't know how to put my face on it, but it is like, it's very you, it's very, very unique. Do you find that helps you when you're selling, or do you feel that people want more kind of generic? How do you feel with just a unique style? How's your output and customers and such?
I think the main thing I feel works in a convention sense is that I draw very quickly. So for commissions that there's pressure with the commissions, but I always do them because I do like to see what ideas people have for me or what they think they'd want to see in my art and that. But I do like to see if people can pick out influences that they see or if it reminds them of a style. But I try to draw. I do try to draw slightly cartoony, but a little bit of an anime influence as well. Like I do like to get kind of both audiences for that.
Do you have an animation background?
More so a graphic design one.
Okay.
Kind of typography and kind of a very basic graphic design, but I think that kind of composition-wise, I'm very big on kind of a particular composition for a piece or trying to.
Okay, so you know how to lay out a good-looking print.
Yeah, that's kind of my main aim with the print.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. So your question is, what is your work balance like? How do you juggle conventions, work, and play?
I do think the conventions have started to take up a major chunk. Like my job is completely un-art related outside of this, so that's usually the time that there's complete break, just shrug off and thinking of drawing. But other than that, I'm kind of drawing pretty much constantly or doodling. And then with the conventions, I see that as kind of like almost like a deadline, like kind of like a project deadline for conventions. I think what to sell, what people need. It's also like a goal. Like every convention, I try to have something new.
And how do you feel that allows you to have time to like relax or to just play or find any like non-art related hobbies?
I don't think it gets too much in the way, like other than drawing, it's more so just video games or kind of like, it's more kind of like outdoor stuff. Like some other interests are just like birds and animals and stuff, so I try not to think about inspiration. And work-wise, I'm very bad for leaving a lot of things to the last minute. Like work under pressure. I like the pressure to think.
Under pressure.
No. Made under pressure, so.
I know that feeling. Okay, so any advice you would give to anyone who's thinking of starting to do the art alley?
I would say always keep an eye on, say, your contemporaries, like see what they are doing, what current series are out, and also just see if there's say if there's a lot of series that are out, is there something in that series maybe that you can fill in. Always look for kind of like a gap, say, in the current market for anime. Like, is there a fan art you can add of something that hasn't been done already? Like, are there characters that you feel don't get enough attention, or are there something like are there buttons or something, some other kind of product that you can bring in and hopefully it's not going to break the bank.
Hello, my name is Chris, otherwise known as ZeroEchoZart. I've been doing Artist Alley for about a year now, and yeah, I've been all the way for Tumblr.
Very nice. So you've been doing conventions for a year now, and how do you feel? Like, what type of conventions have you been to so far? Big ones, small ones, and how have they felt different from each other?
Right, so I've been to a few kind of times. I think the first one I went to was JCon in Dublin, which is, you know, kind of like the Japanese anime centric, but I've also went to kind of gaming conventions. But most of my, I guess, time spent is in anime conventions like JCon, Kaiza, AkumaCon, and I've been to different sizes as well. So like JCon's probably one of the biggest right now, but I've also went to like new startups like Amicon, and that was in DCU. Yeah, and I think the main thing I can see between the big cons and the small ones is just the prep that goes into it and the amount of care, and also of course I guess it goes without saying, but the amount of people coming in, like the population. For big cons like JCon, you can clearly see that a lot of care and effort has been put into setting up the con. And also that means a lot of marketing is involved to get a lot of people in. Well, smaller cons, not so much, but they're getting there.
How do you feel there's been a difference between the sort of genre of convention that you've gone to? You mentioned there that you mainly go to anime conventions, but you've been to a couple of gamer ones as well.
Yeah.
Have you felt like it brings in a different crowd, or do you sell differently depending on whichever convention that you go to?
So it definitely, the type of convention kind of shows or gets in crowds to that type. So for example, for anime conventions, a lot of anime watchers come, but not a lot of gamers. So you get, for example, if you're selling League of Legends art, not a lot of people are going to buy that at an anime convention, but a lot would in a gaming convention.
So if we do conventions, we're behind the table all day, and we get hungry.
Yeah.
What is your favorite convention meal? Either during a convention or after a convention. What is your favorite thing to eat?
Okay, so because part of me wants to get as much profit as possible, I kind of go with the smaller end, or the budget deals from Burger King or something.
Yeah.
But that's not exactly the healthiest option.
Probably not, no.
But it does save you money. So if you want profit, that's something to think about. So I usually go out for a normal dinner in a restaurant or something. Nothing too high end, but a wood fire pizza sounds great.
Yeah.
Some Chinese, some Thai. Because at the end of a long day, you kind of want to cheat yourself a little bit.
Yeah, you want to treat yourself. You've been working hard.
Get a proper meal going.
What sort of advice would you give to anyone who's considering or is starting out doing art as Sally?
So I can think of 4 off the top of my head. One is bring a friend. Bringing a friend is really important. I came here today alone because my friends are busy with work and everything, but that's the first time in the time I've been doing this that I haven't had it. And it really affects you because you don't have anyone to watch your table while you're gone, and that means you can't go around, talk to people, buy merch, attend panels that you want to attend because you're stuck minding your alley and then selling artwork and everything. So bring a friend, really important. Also, they help you with luggage.
Yes.
Much luggage.
So much luggage.
Yeah, one person can only carry so much. The other one would be to not print out too many prints. So for example, you I would say a good size for A4 posters would be around 7 to 10, just to kind of gauge your audience first. You don't want to be going out and getting 20 of the same print, because even if it is a better price, you might not sell all of them or anything at all. So you might just waste all of that time and money doing that, and so it's just better to get a small bit and then gauge your audience and judge how many you want from there. If you're doing commissions, don't overload yourself. For KaiSokaCon last year, I took on nearly 10 commissions in the weekend.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit more depending, but they can vary in difficulty, and they can vary in how many people you're having in that commission. So it can be a 30-minute commission, or it can take you 3 hours, and you just don't have enough time to finish all of them. You're going to be stressed, and you're going to have to go back home, do commissions there, and send them off, and that's going to cost you extra for shipping fees. I will say, commissions are a good way to make money, because you can charge a lot more than what you can find in selling prints, and it's also more personalized for that person, so you can do commissions for a person's birthday, and it's a really good feeling when they get that, and then they're delighted with it because it's for someone's birthday, and yeah, it's good vibes all around.
Hi!
It's grand. Right. We're all friends here.
Alright, my name is Elfany, or my artist name is Elfany, and I am an animating and game art student in GMIT. I do artist selling, if that is the topic. That's all that's interesting about me.
Fair enough.
I can't think of anything else that's interesting.
Well, so, what helps you to focus when it comes to your work? When you sit down to work, what do you do to help you focus?
If if I was doing a specific print, I would actually set up like a playlist that it kind of matches the tone of the print.
Ooh.
So if I'm doing like an action scene, I have like action music kind of thing playing, and that just helps get in the groove of doing the art.
Very nice.
And that's about it. Because I do have to I do take breaks every after 2 hours. I take like a 20-minute break. Kind of things like go back and see if the art looks bad or if it looks okay.
Yeah.
And then continue or edit it and fix it up before I continue.
So, like, for your artistic advice, would you be like, take breaks?
Yes, I do advise taking breaks. If you're doing a big piece, I actually recommend leaving it overnight and then looking at it in the morning, because then you can see all the mistakes compared to what you're doing at night. That makes sense. I do that a lot, where I have to take a break and then I look at it in the morning. I'm like, what have I done? That face is completely wonky, or that is completely off, and all that. It's because your eyes get used to seeing the art you're doing now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, so it automatically corrects all mistakes.
Yeah.
So when you see a fresh face, it's like, oh my god, what have I done? that happens a lot.
Yeah, I feel that every time I draw something.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, this is so good. And then the next day you're like, oh. I do that a lot with my keychains. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Siobhán Guinan, and my artist name is OptimusPrincepsArt.
Very nice, very nice. So, how long have you been doing conventions yourself?
I started in 2018 actually, and AkumaCon was my very first convention.
Ah, lovely.
Because I was doing my masters here, and I've gone to this convention before, but only as a cosplayer. But I found myself, when I was going through the art hall, I was kind of like, I'd like to do something like this. So I ended up applying for this as for JCon. Unfortunately, I didn't get JCon that year, but AkumaCon accepted me, and it was my first exposure to it. So I didn't go to another con then until 2019, because I had to finish my masters, of course. And then I've been doing it ever since, and I've been loving it. So.
Do you mind who you cosplaying at the moment? It's Eris, isn't it?
Eris from Final Fantasy VII, yeah.
It's really nice. Do you find that cosplaying while you're selling, do you feel that makes any difference to how you sell or how people perceive you as you sell?
I think it's a good conversation starter.
Ah.
I will say, I feel like a lot of people would have recognized me, which is very strange to me, because I would have thought Final Fantasy VII was popular.
Youngins.
Yeah, well, those young kids.
They'll all know all about it when the remake finally comes out.
Yeah, when it first finally comes out. It's been pushed back, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully we'll get a better game for it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So, question, what inspires you when you draw?
I think there's certain color palettes I'll think of when I look at a certain character, and sometimes I look at other people's art as well. But I think it's just colors. That's it. If that makes sense.
If it makes sense to you, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's hard to explain to me, because I do want my art to convey a mood. When I do
your art really displays a beautiful mood with the use of colours. It's I'm trying to think of the sort of Renaissance. Is it a Renaissance sort of style I'm thinking of, using such gorgeous, flowy colours like that? But it is gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm not sure where my main inspiration came from. It's hard to know. It kind of just came over time. I started off, I think, with more subdued colours because I was afraid.
Yeah.
But I think when I when 2019 hit, I just kind of was like, oh, why not just go wild?
Just go hog wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Katch Murtagh. My handle on most platforms is Katch Murtagh. I'm an Irish artist. I do a lot of anime conventions and Comic-Con. Pretty much making my living at the moment with my art. I'm disabled as well, so I do a lot of campaigning and stuff. So my art is like my way of coming up with everything.
So how long have you been doing conventions?
I have been doing conventions for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And how's that been treating you so far?
It's been good, yeah, it's been definitely better since in the last like year or so.
So you feel like you've been hitting your stride?
Yeah, definitely in the last like 2019 was a better like con year. I got myself going a bit better and figured out what put myself out there a bit more, figured out like what my niche was, and then how to advertise myself better and all that kind of stuff. Because I think I learned how to like do portfolio work on my own, and I think that because I was doing cons, I was learning how to do better like websites and stuff so that I could actually figure out where my place is. But I feel like now after 2 years, I found my little niche. But I'm still growing a bit, but like no.
How important do you feel it is to grow your own niche or your own branding while you're selling at a convention?
I think there's pros and cons because I find it difficult for myself to draw things that I don't really care about. Whereas a lot of my friends have like certain like one print at each show or each different thing. Whereas I kind of do like I focus on one thing or one like at the moment I'm doing a lot of like I explored Art Nouveau style art. So I've done like a couple of prints in that style in different fandoms or whatever. And then I think that it's benefited me in a way because I'm known then for the person who has this style or the person who has this type of artwork. That I did a lot of like I pick a character and then draw them in my own like I design clothes for them, not the clothes that they were in the show or the movie or whatever. It's a way for me to like creatively come up with fashion and then people really like that. So there's that as well. But I do think that it's a hindrance a little bit because I'm not as fleshed out as other artists, I think. But I find it hard to attach myself. I really attach myself to works. So it's very hard for me to like draw something that I don't actually like love.
Well, it's still Mark 2. You're still 2 years into it, and I feel like over the years you kind of really grow more confidently, and you feel, I think, a brand, more a style will kind of grow organically over time. Like people could definitely like force it, and that can be successful, definitely. But I think like don't worry too much about it. It will grow organically as you go. Yeah,
because I did get very worried about it at the start, but now I think I don't mind as much anymore because like I do have a lot of different things now, but I kind of like what I produce, and I feel like when I force myself to produce things that I don't love, they're not like now I feel so happy when someone buys something off me that's like that was a passion project of mine.
Yes.
It makes me so much happier and prouder that I worked hard on it. Whereas if they bought something that like maybe I didn't because everyone else had it, then I don't feel as proud about it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
okay, so your question.
yeah.
What interaction have you had at a convention that to this day still makes you laugh or smile?
I'm gonna drag you into this. Okay,
Yeah.
so
This is your helper.
yes, this is my caliber. 2 years ago, CubaCon 2018 was my first convention, and Jax came over to my table and freaked out over a print, and they left, and I was so composed, and then after they left, I was like, oh my god, someone likes my art, and I started like freaking out and texting them, like texting my friends, and then now they're like my best friends.
Aww.
Like I still freak out about their art.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, no, I met so many friends through conventions, like...
Yeah, all my best friends, literally all my best friends are like this group of people here. Like, I'm so glad that I started doing conventions because before the conventions I was kind of, like I was in a small town, I didn't really have friends that I can connect with. Whereas conventions are like, we have a lot of different types of people. They're very diverse, and like I felt more like I could be myself at a convention and be artistic, but also like the friends I've made in the art alley and just people who come just to cons in general are people that I like spend all my time with now.
So you view your fellow artists as like peers and friends, not as competition.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I think I got when I did my first con, I was kind of like I felt like I had a big imposter syndrome. So I thought I was kind of like I didn't deserve to be there, and everyone else was better than me. And now I'm just like, I just kind of like I'm in awe of everyone's artwork, and I love when like I can support like there's like a running joke in the Art Alley community that we all just should give each other the same €50 every Tuesday.
Hey guys, I'm Morty, better known as Ryai on Instagram and Twitter.
So how long have you been doing conventions?
Conventions, this is actually my second ever convention. The first one was only a few months ago.
And what was that one?
That was at QCon in Belfast.
Oh, lovely. So for someone who's out of the county for a convention, what do you plan to bring with you? Because obviously you're completely going far away from your home. Do you pack anything particular to bring with you? Like stuff for your accommodation and stuff and staying overnight, plus all the stuff you have to bring for your convention. How do you plan that?
For me, the first time I went, I took way too much stuff with me. I had too much clothes, and it was just a disaster taking two suitcases everywhere. So I definitely was like, I'm going to bring as little clothes as possible. I'm going to be behind a desk the whole time. I don't need to look beautiful. So I just brought one suitcase with all the art stuff on it, and then just a backpack with all the clothes that I could fit into it, and that's everything.
That's grand. So, for someone who's only done 2 conventions thus far, you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel your output is when it comes to art?
I've always been someone that draws a lot. Like a lot of my weekends are just spent drawing. So a lot of the art I have it's legacy art basically. It's stuff that I drew in the past just for Twitter or Instagram. And because I started doing conventions, I thought it'll work. I can print it. It'll hopefully sell.
When you're making a print, especially for a convention,
What is your thought process behind what you're going to draw?
Yeah. Well, of course, everyone is obviously like going to want to find the popular thing at the time. But I'm the type of artist that I find it difficult to just draw something like if something like My Hero Academia was popular and I wasn't feeling it, I wouldn't be able to force myself to do it. So it's usually I'll find something that I know I'm going to enjoy drawing, which like Pokemon is that for me. I drew a lot of Sword and Shield stuff. So as long as I enjoy drawing it and it's popular, that is something I'll be like, alright, I'll do specifically for the convention.
Do you have any advice for anyone who's starting out at Artist Alley, or any advice you wish you had heard before you started?
Definitely bring something to give people art done, whether it be just like a plastic sleeve or something along those lines, because you feel awful handing them something like without the art protected. That was the biggest one for me. Another one is keep track of everything that you're buying, that you're selling. So keep on top of the amount of stuff you have and keep track of everything you're selling. So be organized about it.
And also, you can tell what becomes what's popular among your prints,
exactly.
So you can print more of that print and print less of what's less popular.
And I found that the first convention I did in Belfast, a lot of certain things sold, and here completely different things are selling.
Oh yeah,
so
you never know.
Yeah, it's good to keep track of what will sell where and the kind of audience you're going to get.
Hi, I'm Karla. I go by Artsy Ruthless on Instagram and Twitter and that sort of thing. And I make a bunch of fan art at a Comic-Con. That's my stuff.
So, how long have you been doing conventions for?
I only started last year.
Oh, lovely.
Was it last year? Did we do? Yeah, so we did CelticCon last year. So this is it's January.
It is January.
Okay, so technically the year before.
Okay.
So okay. This is maybe my 7th. I'm gonna say 7th.
Have you ever felt low from a bad convention, and how do you deal with those negative feelings?
A lot of the low feelings I would get from a convention is mostly just from the rejection emails, more than actually being at a con.
Okay.
But a lot of the rejection emails, a lot of them are kind of a case of, I think the thing to remember is that you don't necessarily get in, not get in because your art is bad. A lot of it is just that they want a variety of art, and they're just trying to expand that. So I think that's really important to remember. And otherwise, you know, if you're at a convention and you just don't sell a lot of things, like, that doesn't mean that it's you. It just, sometimes it's the crowd, sometimes the art you brought isn't like the fandom that's the biggest popular thing right now, and sometimes people are just not in the zone of buying stuff. Yeah.
The layout of how it is, like, it just, you don't get as much traffic, or like you don't give kind of ample time to people for people to come to the trade hall.
Our first convention we went to was in a tent, and our art was like flying away.
Oh dear.
Outside,
yeah.
And then, like the layout of that one, she was in the corner.
Yeah, so nobody went in there because it was a dead end, and they didn't want to like awkwardly stand in front of your table.
Sometimes it just boils down to like.
Sometimes it is not your fault.
Yeah, so that's kind of the biggest takeaway here, is that sometimes if you're not selling well, sometimes it's beyond your power, and it's not a measure of your value as an artist or as a person. It's just sometimes things happen. You're in a certain place, or there's a certain crowd coming in, and you just don't sell. But that doesn't mean that you're bad or your art bad. You just try again next time.
Exactly.
Hello, I'm Paul. I'm an artist from Northern Ireland. PaulDrawsArt is my name. I sell artwork. I've been selling artwork at conventions for maybe 3 years. There was a QCon in Belfast in 2017 was my first one. The most notable thing about me, I'd say, probably is that I don't do art as a full-time job or anything. I haven't been to university or anything to do with it. My day job is actually to be a software. I do software programming.
So you're self-taught?
Yeah, completely self-taught, and I do all my drawing on the bus on the way to work. I'm back from work and in university throughout the years. So
you have such a great way of detail in your artwork. You do these fantastic crowd scenes with these gorgeous gradients of colour. Like, I think that's the first thing I really notice about your art. How do you figure out how to lay out everything, especially as you come from a self-taught background?
So effectively I just sort of kind of grab onto what I think would be the most important things to make a mistake in the drawing. He's the main character, and I put them in a very good spot, and then I kind of just work out from them. As far as colours go, I just sort of whatever. Sometimes the series has a colour that's kind of associated.
Well, conventions are such big places with so many different sort of people coming from all sort of different backgrounds and such. Sometimes you get weirdos, sometimes you get lovely people, and sometimes you just get a sponge. So, what has been your most interesting convention interaction to date?
Well, last year in March I was doing a convention in Dublin, and a man came up to me and he was very interested in me and my friend at the start, and they're all chatting and talking about it. And then he asked me about a voice actor I don't know about who's done something bad. And I said, okay, well, I guess he's bad. I don't know much about this. And then he went, oh, well, I'm sorry this didn't work out. And then he just left.
Okay.
At the time, I was standing there going, what? But yeah, through conventions I meet some of the most wonderful people. Like, even the other artists, like, you might think we have a bit of a competition going, but we don't have that at all.
Yeah, it's more about making peers and friends.
Like, I'd say coming to this convention, I already knew maybe 7 or 8 faces, and then I came here like, oh, how you doing? Like,
oh yes.
Nice to see you again.
So, what would you be your biggest advice to people who want to do Art Sally?
Yeah. So my biggest advice is, don't worry if you feel like you aren't in the correct place, I guess, if that makes sense, to try it. Because, like, my first year, I was in the middle of exams for programming. Nothing to do with art whatsoever. And I came, I was scared, because everyone would be on their first attempt at selling. And it was probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So I'd say just give it a go if you really want to do it.
Hi, my name's Tamara. I go by this Facebook on social media and like online store as well. I'm a
So is Akumakon your local convention?
No, I actually have to travel. I live in Kildare.
Oh,
I
okay.
travel here pretty much every year now, because my first convention was Akumakon, so...
It's special.
Yeah.
No, that's really lovely. You have like such a lovely array of prints here. Have any of your prints have an interesting story behind them?
Do you have an interesting story? I'm not really sure. Well, I suppose this one here, my Cyborg Cinders down here, is kind of just a mixture of a couple of things that I like. It's the only print that's a bit of a crossover between Sailor Moon and one of my favourite music artists, Porter Robinson, from his Lionheart music video. So, but the rest of them is
Alright. And like, for anyone who's interested in starting doing Artist Alley, what's like the biggest bit of information, like advice that you would give them?
I'd say just apply, because the thing that held me back for a long time was being nervous to do it, and I was always thinking like, what if I'm not good enough? And every year it was the same thing, what if I'm not good enough this year? So just apply, because the worst that's going to happen is you don't get in and you can try again next year, but you never know.
That's the video. I hope you all really enjoyed all those wonderful artists giving you some really great insights to their experiences doing Artist Alley and all the advice and information they give. Like, to be frank, it's not that hard to be an Artist Alley artist. It's really just being brave. Go on the internet, look up your local conventions, and just sign up, be brave, have some artwork, and sell it, okay? And even if you don't sell anything, that's fine. It's more about the experience. It's more getting out there, getting your name out there, getting your art out there, and like just having fun and having a new experience, because like doing conventions is very much an experience on its own, and you're never quite going to get an experience like it at any other type of venues. So I really recommend just doing it for the crack. Don't worry about money, don't worry about prestige or whatever the fucking word is. Just go out, have fun, learn something new, and get your art out there. So I'm in my Airbnb and I'm on my back because I'm tired, and also this is my best angle. Oh, you're all sick of this face now, aren't you? Well, don't mind them. Don't mind the peanut gallery. Right, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. If you could be a feckin' arst, maybe subscribe and like the video or whatever the heck you do. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.
I'd also like to give a big thank you to Akumakon. That was a lovely convention to attend. Also to all the artists who allowed me to interview them and take up moments of their time. They are all linked down below in the description. Please go visit their sites and check out their artwork. They're all amazing artists. And as usual, I'd like to also thank all of my Patreons for all of their continuous support.